Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome. Report reaching us right now is that Oletik actually slummed in her shop. Yes, so they said she slummed and they had to pour water on her and quickly rushed her to the hospital. And they said the reason happens to be because she got an information that Ooni of Ife gave 60% of Equity Diagnostic Hospital share that is all of his own share to Tadenikawo. Yes, so now you know that the hospital, the Equity Hospital is in partnership with some Indian consultants, okay, who are medical doctors. And they said Oni spent about 3 billion naira on that investment. And they said he has 70%, like he owns the hospital. He has 70% of the share and 30% goes to the other group. So the hospital belongs to him because it was his idea. It was everything, and the financing happens to be his, okay? Everything. He spent about 3 billion to set up that hospital. As we are hearing, do not forget that I am not with these people. I do not live with them. Just a blogger. When I get an information, I bring it here. But it's important for you to process this information, knowing that it's not the first-hand information. These are all alleged, rumored, speculated information making the rounds on social media. I pick them, reenact them, and I put them here, okay? And so they said that he owns 70% of the hospital. And now you do remember that last week, there was this information also that Queen Naomi was made his own next of king. And right now we are hearing another information that 60% out of his 70% was put in Tadenikawo's name. Tadenikawo is just a minor. And from now, it's Naomi who is running everything that has to do with Tadenikawo until, of course, he is 18 like every other child. And so, basically, if you're putting anything in the name of Tadenikawo, you're putting it in the mother's name. And we recall that Oletik just had her own children. She had a boy and a girl. And it's not as if the Ooni of Ife doesn't have children. He has other children. But Tadenikawo happens to be his first son. Then the boy from Oletik happens to be the other son, okay? And so one would have expected that whatever he does, he puts these other children into consideration. But then again, his first daughter, Diola, has a lot. Adewa Mimbawa has a lot, okay? And so this investment he has been doing these days, they said he's putting a lot on Tadenikawo's name, all in Tadenikawo's name, and he's putting a lot in Dr. Elizabeth's name. So basically, I think that he is dealing with the women that he can trust with all of his heart and all of that. But what they said caused this problem that made Oletik to go down the way she did happens to be that she learns that they put Ooni of Ife put 60% of the diagnostic hospital, the newly open diagnostic center in Tadenika, was 60% out of 70% of his shares. They said he put in Tadenika's name. And when she heard that she heard that from a very reliable source, her own personal lawyer had called and given her an intel that was what was going on. Immediately she got that. They say she slumped in her shop right there in Lekki by the house. They had to rush her to the hospital. That this has brought a lot of confusion even in the heart of the Ooni of Ife. Ooni of Ife was supposed to attend to other things. They said when he heard about what had happened to Oletik, that he had to retire back to the royal mansion and where he spent the entire time with Olori Naomi. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Delarama. I bring you fresh and spicy just from the sources, still on the royals. How are you guys doing? Happy New Week still, because it's just Tuesday. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Esheo Adukwe, my people. If you're yet to subscribe, kindly go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell, and do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. It's not a small thing that is going on in the palace of the Ooni of Ife. If all the the information we are getting is the truth. We are getting a report right now that Olori slumped and was rushed to the hospital upon learning that Ooni of Ife has decided to put 60% out of his 70% share of the Equity Diagnostic Center in the name of Tade Nikawu. It's not a small something. Now, Ooni of Ife has got kids with Olori Toby, and there is a boy there as well. One would have thought that, his priority right now would be, to also leave something and also, give something to Olori, those children. But whatever is the reason why he's making all of this decision is something that I do not want to get into. I do not know, okay, because we've got a lot of speculations on social media. But if you notice, I did not put my mind, I didn't even get involved in those because I don't know. These are very sensitive issues. But right now, what they are saying is that Olori actually slum upon hearing what Queen Ooni of Ife has done. Now, you know that for a king and an ordinary person, the emotion of love is one emotion. Yes, so yeah, you cannot help who you want to love. You cannot help who your heart wants you to love. Yes, so you can never ever be able to help who you want to love. You can never ever be able to help who the heart wants you to love. And that is the one thing that a lot of people do not know right now. Olori Naomi is somebody who has found favor in the heart of the Ooni of Ife. And it's important for people to begin to understand that that is something that God has put on her. And there's nothing anybody can do to take that away from Olori Naomi because it's the blessings of God. They said the blessings of God make it rich and added no sorrow, and this is what is going. And that is why you see that no matter how far Ooni of Ife goes with other women, find out that he returns home because home is where Olori Naomi is. Now, why should anybody be surprised if he's busy putting stuff in the name of Tade Nikawu? The reason why, Ooni of Ife loved Tade Nikawu so much is because of how much he loves the mother. There's something called an overflowing effect. The love that he has for Queen Naomi is what is making him make all of these decisions. Is what is making him, want to do everything to please her. And again, it's important for every woman to have to know their word. Should you know your word, a man is going to, see your word the same way you see your word. And the man is going to do everything to ensure that, you get the very best out of everything. And that is exactly what is going on right now. I don't know how this issue is going to be sorted out, but they said this is exactly what is going on in the life of Olori and the Ooni of Ife. And Ooni of Ife and Queen Naomi were plunged into serious confusion over this information that they got. If this information is true, this is what is making the rounds on social media. Going to bring you more update. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.